Hello, YouTube fans, here again. And as you know, I'm now going to talk about Christmas is coming on the way. Why not this one? That being a Tacit Order from 1974, Black Christmas. Black Christmas. What can I say about Black Christmas? A damn unestimated horror film. I say it again, a damn unestimated horror film. Now, at the time of this film, originally it was going to be called Halloween. Shock horror before Halloween. And with a name like that, you get the idea it was near Halloween time with a psychopath breaking into a social students' recitation and popping them off one by one. However, they decided to alter it. Instead of calling it Halloween, they called it Baptismus, and the rest is history. But you could say this inspired Halloween, inspired Friday the 13th films, inspired that. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is you get the PV shot. So you've got the opening, Silent Night, Holy Night, and then you've got the psychopath sneaking near the house, climbing up these walls, beautiful way of filming it, and sneaking into a loft. But again, you don't see the killer. Very similar to what they do in Halloween, very similar to what they do in Friday the 13th. And that's what I mean. You see the similarities of how this film, I meant to say, inspired Halloween or inspired Friday the 13th. So you get that. Then you get this prank trawler talking dirty on the phone. You do get Market Chicker. This was before Lois Lane, may she rest in peace. And she basically, I like her in this. She's quite funny. She's down to earth, a little bit naughty. She's giving a kiddie alcohol. Love her. And she basically told them to go and stew themselves. But I do love the bit where she says, "Oh, he's improving." But you got him talking dirty, saying the C word. Okay, get in trouble by YouTube. I mean, you know what the C word is. And saying he's going to lick. I won't say the rest. I won't get a naughty letter. So basically, he's talking dirty. So basically, the dude, again, Market Chicker, told him to get lost using a nicer word. But the film, it's a knot. She's got one day, she's going to get ready to visit a relatives, and you don't see it. Again, you see the PV shot of a plastic bag covering her face. You got the idea the killer's smuffling her. You got one woman, quite funny, quite a dotty, eccentric woman who runs the authority house for the lung people. She's about to go, she goes up the loft, she sees the afterthoughts of that poor girl with a bag on her head. Again, you don't see a lot. You see a saddle of the eye of the killer. He folds her up, hooks her up. She's now dead. But that's the thing with this killer. You don't know if he's a sexual pervert. You don't know if there's a reason why he's doing it. You don't know whether he's got mummy issues, about Norman Bates. You don't know anything about this killer, of who he is, what he is. And that's what makes this film frightening. This is the reason why the remake was shit and this was done better, because this, I think, was done better. Sometimes not knowing is more frightening than knowing. So you got this girl that's gone missing, you got people looking for her in the film. You've got the boy of the girl looking for her. There's been a few things, this actor, and so on. And they go to the cop's house. I do love the bit where Market Chicker's writing this cop up about Cicero. And you got Jack Saxon, another damned good actor, may he rest in peace. That's one of the deputies. And I love the bit where he says, "Are you really stupid? Cicero?" And you've got the other cop laughing the arse off because obviously he didn't get what that word meant, but something that he's an idiot. And yeah, you got Pinky Fosse. I don't know if pronounce the name right. Something Fosse, well-known actress, very pretty in that era. And all the way through the film, you think her boyfriend's a bit psycho. There's a bit where he smashes a piano up because he works as a pianoist, and he smashes his own piano in. You got the idea he's the Dennis type, and there's a bit of issues between his girlfriend, played by us, and him. So always just an heading saying is he the killer? Is he the killer? Like the bit where you see the PV sort of the cycle, you see a bit of the eye. He's got the idea he's got long hair, and he has a slight look in the saddle, looking like her boyfriend. There's a bit where he kills Market Ticker. Very interesting death. Very hard to watch now, as we notice he's no longer with us. May she rest. But it's a date scene where he's got this ice ornament, like a deer or something, and he stabs her to death. And then you don't see a lot of blood. In this type of film, do you really need to see lots of blood and gore? It's more psychological. You got Wonders who walks in, you got the idea there's the aftershots. You don't see it, it's off steam, but you got the idea she's been killed. Then basically he's chasing after our main character. So he's chasing her about, you see the aftershots of what he's done, the bodies, and then a boyfriend comes in. You get the idea that she's killed a boyfriend, you see the aftershots, and all through the film you assumed it was a boyfriend. Because before that, David Janssen and the other cops, they bugged the line because they've got all these obscene trawlers. They say no matter how disturbing it is, stay on the phone. Stay on the phone. So she stays on it. There's bits where it's really cheapy, like, Mother, you can't. Ah! You know, this weird fucking noise, this is cycles mating. Which is amazing how one guy could get all these weird voices. But like I say, she kills a boyfriend. You think it's the boyfriend and everything. She's lying down, they've doped her up, and they're taking one of the therapists to the hospital because he's passed out. This is the bit where you get the twist of the ending. This is the bit where you get the twist of the ending because you see the loft again, you see the aftershot of the body, you see this thing going mad, going, ah, smashing the old house in. And you see the loft opening up, and that's when you figure out it's not a boyfriend. It's still the killer, the psycho. How can I put it? The psycho is still in the house. You never got to see it. You never got to know the motive. Was he a sexual predator? Was he just a guy just likes killing people? What was the reason? That to me makes more frightening. It's a psycho. He broke into this authority house. He sold it in the opening. And he's killing the dudes off willy-nilly. But you don't know the reasons. Was he just a psycho? Is he a sexual predator? What was the reason? What was the reason? And that's what gets me, right? That's what gets me about this film, because you never do know the reason. You never know the motive. You never know the reason. You never know the reason. But I think that, in my eyes, is what made that film. It's what made the film, is the not knowing makes it more frightening. But the fact that the killer got away with it. Didn't get killed, doesn't get arrested, he's still in the loft. And the other thing I love about Black Christmas is the cheese of the audience, because you see a window, you see the girl, the one with the bag on her head, the one that first got killed, you see her body, and it's back to the staring at the window. It's back to that staring at the fucking window. So it's back to the cheesing us, the audience, saying, look what's near you, you've not even seen it. And I love it. I love the film. I love the tagline. If this one doesn't stare you, your skin is on sight, which was used for the original trailer. And I love Black Christmas. I think it's a very cleverly made film. A lot of Christmas songs in it, like Silent Night and We Wish You a Merry Christmas and all that. But it's definitely not a Christmassy film in the sense of playing with your fear. Again, you can see how it inspired films, let's say, like Halloween, the Friday the 13th films, the early ones with the PP shot. And I kind of like that. I like the idea you never got to see the killer. Again, I love the bits where he's on the telephone, he's making them cheapy phone calls. To me, that's what makes a good scary horror film. So in that case, I say it's more of a thriller. A 4-star rating for me. That's the original Black Christmas from 1974. I say it's a good one. Check it out. Into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.